Alright, everyone. Let's finish this. What were we doing? Oh, yes. Testing Corvus. Corvus, my boy. He's not my boy. Oben's my boy. I'm sorry. Can't just lie to you guys like that. How do we start these games off? I mean, I guess on this map it doesn't matter as much how we started off, because this map's pretty generous. Am I right? I think I want to start it like this though. Your boy over there has some serious issues with barriers. In that he fucking ignores them. So, perfect for just yeeting alchemical bombs over craters on the moon. That would be my favorite pastime if I was able to go to the moon. Sadly, I fear that I will never get that chance. Because the government know what I would do when I was up there. They know I'd say that, you know, oh, I'm just a biologist, but they know what that means. They know I'm just gonna go up there with a bunch of acid and throw it into some craters. And scream and fucking yeehaw as I do it every time. That's the real reason they don't want me to do it. They don't want to listen to me scream yeehaw 500 times. Alright, we'll let that slide, so long as it's the last thing that does. Thinking Corvus will be coming soon and will fix any other problems. There we go. Oh, Corvus doesn't care about barriers either. Anyone that just doesn't care about barriers in this game, I just immediately love. Unless their attack range is pathetic. If their attack range is pathetic and they don't care about barriers, then that sucks. Also, this is kind of garbage. I need something a little better than that. Why can't I put them up on the sides of the craters, you know? I guess on the sides, then technically you wouldn't be able to see over. I don't know. We need like another platform. Platform 9 3/4 off the crater's edge, please. Alright. Right. What do we actually plan on doing for damage? Well, I've already got an alchemist, so may as well take advantage of that. With a wizard friend? Oh yeah. That's a thing we don't have. Wait. Before we lose those lives for sure, let me evaluate my options. I could temporarily use mana in place of lives when balloons get past my defense. Or I could... Yep, that's it. That's all I could do. So we're gonna wait, we're gonna use it now. Plus 133. Boom. Easy. Oh, and that lasts genuinely quite a while. Sweet. There you go. Cheat codes. Look at me. I know how to play Corvus. Corvus? Yep. Corvus. I know how to play Corvus. I'm learning. Ooh, let's talk about work, shall we? Today was not a fun day, because it's a Friday. Fridays are not fun, luckily. And don't tell certain people at my workplace about this, but I've got next week Friday off, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Now, it's because me and the missus, first of all, have dinner, and second of all, we're going to a comedy night, comedy gig, a comedy show. I don't actually know who the comedian is. I've not looked into their work. I've just been given, I've just been told good things, essentially. And I trust the people that tell me things. Boom, suck it, red balloon. So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll go well, but who knows? Maybe we'll sit a little too close to the front and we'll get called out or something. I've never liked that idea. Spontaneous involvement in an activity that I originally would have hated in the first place if I was asked to do it in the first place. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Deconstruction. Okay. I think we're looking good. I think I would feel a lot better if we had a Spactory and a helipad. So let's do it. We're only going to 63. Well, I say only. 63 is quite a sizable round. I guess we'll just have to see what happens, huh? Get sliced. Okay. That was not as close to instantaneous Moab destruction as I was hoping. But I think we'll be alright now that we've got spiked balls. They're not, you know, the best upgrade in the world when spiked mines is not allowed, but they certainly do a good job. Alright, get me a heli that knows what it's doing. Anyway, right, yeah, what? Fuck was painful. Fridays are always long ass days. I am never gonna get used to doing 10-hour shifts. Thank fuck I don't have to do them regularly, but still, Fridays are just so painful. And you know what's funny? They made this whole decision to make Fridays stupidly long and painful because they were like, oh yeah, it'll save us like fucking pennies over the way that we did it before. Right, so they're not even saving that much money. And I think depending on how many people have to stay back and how much overtime they get, they're potentially not saving money at all and instead losing money by making this decision. And I feel like overall, the number one thing they're not considering in this entire situation is the fact that people are probably not going to put up with it. If people don't like Fridays being 10-hour long shifts, you know what they're going to do? They're going to be like, hey, guess what? I can't come in on Friday. And you're going to be like, why? And they're going to be like, because fuck you, I don't have to explain myself to you. End of conversation. You know? It's like, boom, what are you going to do about it, huh? Big old bunch of nothing. But yeah, I have a theory that Friday is the most the most popular day of the week for people at our workplace to take off. Number one, because it's close to the weekend. Everybody wants the weekend to come sooner. And number two, because it happens to be a very painful day if you work in the production department. Bang bang. Okay. Don't know why I placed a super monkey, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just straight up decent damage. That's always good. Corvus, so sorry, buddy. Should have cast that ages ago. Really should have. Slowly figuring out what I should do here. Full round at 63 when it approaches. So let's be honest. shit's terrifying. I think I'm gonna try and activate these 3 all at once. Not all at once, but, well, I'll try it all at once, but I don't think it'll last long. We'll just see how things go, I guess. I don't even remember what this does, but hopefully it damages something. Steal some souls. Can't remember if this steals souls or gives me more. Do this, that. Okay. I probably should have stopped them. Whoops. I don't know what that did. Oh, that gave me a lot of soul. Cool. We did it. Yay! What did we do? I genuinely didn't notice that round disappear. I just saw the soul jump up from like 0 to 800 and I was like, damn! Very nice. Right. Who do we want in the middle? If it's not Corvus, it's a wizard. It's a wizard with a wall of fire. There's no way we can actually keep this up, right? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, we're bound to fail at some point. I was gonna say Dart Monkey and then we'll get an Ultra Jug, but no. Not something we're allowed to do. NG with pin. In theory, amazing. In practice, can't afford. Alchemist in the middle? The only reason I'm trying this is because, well, everything's kind of grouped up. That genuinely worked out well. Okay. We're not gonna attempt round 10 with that. We're simply just gonna get rid of you and go for Corvus in the middle. Corvus seems like a good centerpiece. The owl seems like it might be a little claustrophobic stuck there in the middle with him, but who cares? Very nice, very nice. Damn, I didn't think he'd be able to actually keep up and manage all of that, to be honest. Cool, cool. Alright, Wizard 101, you're next. Fireball. I love how I keep going for Fireball first. Because obviously Wall of Fire is insane damage, but most of the time I forget about camo balloons, and then the first one just sort of flies straight through the defense. So I should probably go for that first, if we're being honest. Come on. Oop, there we go. At least someone can see camo balloons. Slicey, slicey. Let's just do this. Damn, I thought I got rid of this cop. That is really strange. Okay, there we go. One wall of fire in the middle of the map. Beautiful. I like to have my snipers up here for whatever reason. Whoa. I would have loved a sniper that could get Dragon's Breath as its first upgrade. Let's go Shrapnel. Full Metal Jacket. put you on strong popping for now until we get bouncing bullets. Good. Also, I realized recently that I made a mistake. So I went out to buy a present for one of my friends that I work with. This was a while back now, but we were going out to celebrate his birthday, and so then a few days before, I was like, right, I'm gonna buy him a gift so that I can show him, other than just showing up, that I am a celebrant for their birthday, right? And so I was looking around a game shop, like a board game shop, and being like, ooh, which game do I think he would like the most? And so obviously I didn't want to get him a game that I've never played before, because I feel like that would just be too random and it could be absolute trash. So I was like, no, can't risk it. I need to get a game that I know for a fact is good fun, or at the very least good value. And so I ended up getting him Coup. If you've not played before, it's spelled C-O-U-P. It's a very short card game about lying and potentially bluffing and or double bluffing. And it's really good fun. Essentially, you get 2 lives that are represented by 2 characters. They could be the same character, they could be different characters. Each character has a special ability that allows them to take control of the game in a certain way. And both your characters are face down in front of you. You can look at them, but your opponent can't. Right? And the basic premise of the game is you don't need to necessarily have the character in order to do the action. Right? So, for example, there's a character that has the ability to collect 3 coins, called the Duke. Ordinarily, you'd only be able to collect 1 or 2, but the Duke can collect 3. So, if you have the Duke, you can collect 3 coins. If you don't have the Duke, you can pretend that you have the Duke and collect 3 coins. If someone calls you out, however, and says, nah, bullshit, you don't have the Duke, and you don't have the Duke, then you lose one of your characters, and thus one of your lives. And on top of that, you don't even get to grab the 3 coins because they called you out on a lie. It's incredibly good fun, and if someone calls you out and says, nah, bullshit, you don't have the Duke, or whatever, and you end up having that Duke, then they have to flip over one of their lives. And they will forever look behind their back, or at the very least, think about every single time they're going to call you out in the future, just in case. Because clearly they fucked it up at one point. They thought you had it, but clearly they were wrong. Of course, there's more characters, more cards, and more actions than just collecting 3 coins versus not collecting 3 coins. But yeah, there's a whole coin system. If you get an assassin, you can start spending those coins to assassinate other characters. There's a character that can block assassinations specifically, and then there is, of course, the coup. So the coup action is the most expensive action you can take. It costs 7 coins, I think, and it just straight up deletes a character. You can pick who, and just be like, delete a character for me. And they have to, because nothing can stop the coup. It is the one move that just straight up can't be stopped or punished in any way. And once again, it's money is public information. so you can't lie about having enough money to do the coup, because everybody will be able to see how much money you have and just be like, right, well, you're fucking wrong, mate. But yeah, it's really good fun. This isn't even sponsored. This isn't sponsored at all. This is just a board game that I got my mate because I played it with my family, had a great time, and I thought he might have a similarly great time with his family. But yeah, honestly, it's a small little game, and if you're bored and looking for a change of pace when it comes to board games, I'd recommend it. Honestly, Coup is probably the first step I took into more fun board games, right? Like, you've got your classics, you've got Monopoly, you've got Cluedo, Connect 4, fucking Snap, Uno, all of that. It's great, and you know, it gets your attention, but it's not quite in the realm of replayable. Well, it is replayable, but you get to a point where you just sort of know everything about the game, you know how you want to play it, and then the rest is just down to luck and or skill, depending on the game. Whereas with Coup, and a bunch of other games that I've bought since playing Coup, there's always that extra hidden factor of, maybe this asshole's full of shit, and they're just spinning me a tall tale, and trying to make me look fucking stupid, you know? It's always good fun when there's a game of deception along with the actual game. Speaking of another great fucking board game, Deception Murder in Hong Kong. Holy crap. That's like Cluedo, but on crack. It's pretty great. Now, admittedly, it's a bit more of a lengthy setup process, but in my opinion, it is well worth it. Deception Murder in Hong Kong is very good. Okay. Good. Alright, I honestly don't know how we're gonna do weird. I'm still thinking that part through at the moment. Step one will be to place Corvus, because I'll have enough to place Corvus straight away. The next steps are going to be somewhere between placing every single wizard and sniper and helicopter I can. I think that's the only sane follow-up step, but it seems like we've got this map in the bag. Just need to figure out how the fuck we're gonna do here. Right, what does this level 10 ability actually do? Harvests a huge number of balloons near Corvus. Trample does more damage to balloons, learn recovery. Okay. So that harvests a bunch of balloons. Right, what did this one do? Harvests nearby balloons in an instant. Right. I see. So, harvest 2.0, teleport wherever the fuck you want. Cool. I like it when the abilities are straightforward. Harvest stuff again. Teleport. I just realized I can't put any tier 5s in the thumbnails for these videos. That's a little disappointing, honestly. I'm not even sure I have all the PNGs for tier 3s. So I don't know how useful I'll be with that. Boom. Regardless though, done and dusted. Moving on to the final map. Dun dun dun. It's fucking geared. Everybody's most favorite map. Right, I should probably put Corvus at least somewhere on the wheel so that first and third ability aren't wasted. Actually, I guess the second ability kind of clutches up and makes good use of that, huh? Alright. Part 1 of the plan. There we go. That is gonna also be part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For every other wizard that I have. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not amazing. Maybe every other one. 2, 3, 4. Corvus is a little bit in the way there. We'll see how it happens when it rotates. I'll go every other one for now, but overall I'm not a fan of this just yet. Okay. You've got camo detection, but you're going to be leaving soon. That's fine though, because camos aren't going to be a problem until you come back. Maybe. I don't know. See, this is why we chose Corvus. So that we didn't have to think too hard. Just a little bit hard. Okay. So then we have another 2-block gap right here. Uh-oh. Defenseless! Defenseless! Ah! Okay, we're good. We're good. Yes, you're back to the start. Beautiful. Oh god. Okay, see, this I can work with. Because now I know Corvus is the side that has the least defenses. So if I need a solid defense kicking into play, perfect. Can we just stop the gears now? Just leave it like that? Is that something we can arrange? We'll organize some snipers to make life just a little bit easier for ourselves. Okay. We genuinely don't have to survive long. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We will develop better purple popping technology in the future. Pinky promise. Okay, 28 and 29 should be fine. And bouncing bullets stops purple balloons pretty damn well. Okay. I'm liking it so far. Once again, I do want to place the rest of my wizards. I just felt like getting a sniper up and running was kind of a priority. Okay, now, maybe a heli? Just so that there is a constant sense of danger that these balloons will be facing. They can never escape. Okay, well, if you change around, there we go. Because I wanted to place you here. Come on. You know I'm lazy game. Just, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Honestly, I thought two people at work today were gonna have a fucking argument, start screaming at each other. Because there's one lady I work with. No spoilers about names. So we will say that the first lady is named Admiral Brickle. And the second lady is named Rosalia. Right. So Rosalia... No, Sorta. Gotta go with Sorta. So, Sorta... was essentially just sort of... I wouldn't say jealous. Definitely wouldn't say jealous. But Sorta was upset that Admiral Brickle essentially took over in certain aspects of the job, just because Admiral Brickle, at the time, happened to be very useful in solving problems related to that particular area of the job, right? Sorta, however, got upset because Sorta had a different way of doing things that Sorta's boss kinda wanted us to do, right? So, Sorta was naturally upset, being like, I hate it when Admiral Brickle tries to solve problems because she doesn't do it right? And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. It's that's annoying. But at the same time, Sorta did not communicate very well to Admiral Brickle that there was a different process for these sorts of things. And so, later on, when a similar problem arose, Admiral Brickle was on the case, and Sorta just kind of blurted out, oh look, Admiral Brickle's taking over again. Which, you know, if it was said in a jokey manner, I can sorta see how that would be funny. But Admiral Brickle did not take kindly to that, and said to Sorta, that's a really rude and bitchy thing to say. And that's when I was like, oh shit. Inadvertently, in like not a direct way, but in a sort of direct way, just called Sorta a bitch. I was just like, ooh. You know, like when someone in the class, you know, just fucking slams someone else with like the biggest truth bomb that also happens to be a massive insult. You just kind of sit there in stunned silence for a bit and just go, oh damn, you really just said that, huh? Yeah, so that was me. That was my role to play. Just sort of stunned silence. Let's give me a hero as well. I was Quincy, right? So I was just there as Quincy, being like, oh fuck, you just said that? Okay. Anyway, luckily for us, one of our other friends, other associates, we'll call him fucking Benjamin. Benjamin, being in the house, luckily diffused the situation by essentially pointing all of the attention at him and none of it anywhere else, so that he would get all of the flack, essentially, and everyone else would sort of detract their attention away from insulting each other and generally just not being very productive and responsible members of our society. But yes, we're just gonna teleport up there, don't mind me. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. This guy ain't cool, but he dies, so that's fine. This guy ain't cool. Slicey, slicey. Extra damage. Did that do it? That did it. Beautiful. We need these. Somehow we fucking survived without that. I genuinely don't know how. Actually, no, it's this. It's these. Of course it's those. Gonna do this. Steal all those. Also, we're gonna teleport over here to get them early and go for the old slice and dice. And then if that doesn't work, it did work, so we're fine, but yeah, why not? We'll leave it active. Keep the extra damage. Okay, we don't need to teleport, but this is gonna be sketchy. Sketchy! Oh, thank you, Pin. Genuinely saved us there. Alright, do we all have Dragon's Breath? Nearly. Nearly. But yeah, so work got a bit intense today, and I feel like alongside the whole 10-hour shift thing, because that's already some bullshit, like, the number one thing they don't consider at work with a 10-hour shift, right? Because the only thing going through their head is fucking numbers, right? The one thing that's definitely not going through anyone's fucking head in the top office is, I wonder how our workers feel about this. And if you asked anyone on a Friday in hour 9 or hour 8, hey, how you feeling today? They'd be like, fuck you, I'm waiting for the weekend to show up. That's pretty much all you get out of literally anyone at work that far into the shift. Literally everyone would just be like, nope, fuck off. Don't even, no. You could have asked me this in hour 4 or hour 5, but you chose hour 8 or 9. And you know what? I'm allowed to be rude as fuck to you now. Because you're asking me that into a 10-hour shift. It's like law. You ask a dumb fucking question, I'm allowed to give dumb fucking answer. Alright. There we go. Honestly though. You know what? I think I've actually said this enough times. I'll say it once more, just for those who have never heard it before and are potentially curious, but I think I'm probably gonna shut up about it in the future. But it really feels like my workplace is ran by fucking monkeys sometimes. And the amount of times people in the office that sit on their ass all day and do fuck all somehow get a larger proportion of a say-so into what happens in departments they never fucking see with their own two eyes. It's pretty fucking baffling, if you ask me. Anyway, it seems to have just been the case for fucking years that nobody actually pays attention to the people that work in the rooms that you're questioning the value of. Alright, we are gonna sneaky summon Corvus over here, just to hang out for the last 2 rounds, make sure everything's all good. Seems to be. But just in case, you know, some bullshit like this starts cropping up, then we can be like, hey, get cut with a blade. And it looks like it does absolutely nothing. And it probably does next to nothing, but next to nothing is still something. Whether it's a positive something or a negative something, it's up for debate, but still something. Right. What do I want? Let's get a couple of these guys. They won't be amazing because they're literally tier 3 glaive ricochets, but also they will actually be useless because this next wave is camouflaged. Didn't think about that very hard. But hey, if we do this and sell something useless, like you for example and you for example, there we go. Now we've got some real assistance for this last wave. I only sold those two because they will literally not get another turn on this wheel. Beautiful effort. Good on your team. Alright, final wave. Let's take it down. We'll just go for range here, because honestly we don't need any special popping capabilities. Yeah, I don't need to teleport anyone. And by anyone I mean Corvus, because that's literally the one person that can teleport. Anyway, that's it. We done. Not too shabby. So, 3 at a time. Other than the massive change in the modifiers that include a chunk of 3s and or other things that are multiples of 3s, I don't really know what the whole 3 at a time thing meant. Anyway, who cares? That was 3 at a time part 2. Finished. Easy. No monkey knowledge as usual. Let's see what our rewards are. Every now and then we play during an event and we get some rewards. Boom! Instant monkeys for the monkeys. Hell yeah. I most likely don't have any, so this is gonna be very useful. How long will it take me to get a duplicate? Let's find out. I think genuinely none so far. What do they look like? There you go. No duplicates so far. Can't say the same for everybody else. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, everybody.